Hi guys, welcome to another episode. We are today looking at University of Westminster, so let's get started. So I just want to say I am Chad Alexander. I'm the growth-driven design engineer with Story Collaborative, and at Story Collaborative we review, oh my goodness, too many websites over the years. And in this series we're going to review websites with a top 5 criteria that we've developed, and that is authority, competitors, reframe, conversions, and bloat. So I have the University of Westminster site here. You'll see a common pattern across all the competition that the university has is around clearing. Let me go ahead and accept these cookies. Finding a course. I like this layout here with undergraduate, postgraduate. Very, very clear. But one thing I want to do reframe first, but before we jump into authority and competitors. About us. Okay, let's look at the About Us page. This is where you normally find the reframe. How are you different from other universities? What kind of experience are you going to offer the students? And I've got to say, it really, it's kind of nice to have these graduate destinations. I think it was on the main page I saw this part here of it basically says why we're here, and it talks about diversity, finding your voice, that sort of thing. Very much kind of fluff in my opinion. And so let's see. So computer science, engineering, blah, 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 all that stuff. Here it is. Our university is a place where discoveries are made, barriers are broken, diversity is celebrated, and where everyone is welcome. Well, that doesn't tell me how you're different. If you're in a university that accepts everyone, that doesn't really give me a good indication that I'm going to stand out in a crowd and be stewarded for my talents if everyone is welcome. And I understand a lot of that was kind of driven by a lot of the universities and stuff to be more inclusive and all that, but it doesn't tell me how you're different, which is unfortunate, especially when we look at your competition here. And I'm just going to pull this up for just a minute, and we're going to Kingston University is another one here. That is your competition. Right now you have an authority score of 65, which is good. And your competitors have very similar scores. Kingston has I believe it's a 64. NTU has a 65, and then MDX has a 64 as well. So very much in line with those guys. I will say, and this is across the board, 50% of your referring domains come from the United States, so you may want to kind of put that in your think tank, if you will. And that amount of referring domains is 15,000. Kingston has a little bit less than you, 14,000, but it's not any reason to be slacking now. They have less keywords than you. The outbound domains are less, so Kingston may not be a good kind of competitor for you, but you never know, they might come up from behind. I will say the imagery for Kingston is a little bit more effective in that they are showing, instead of something that's animated, they are showing students who are in the Royal Air Force. Looks like a nursing that looks like a mechanic there. Sorry. Really, really good to see students doing their degree instead of just paying a bunch of money and then not doing anything with it. So this is NTU, Nottingham Trent University. Those guys have the authority score of 65. Their backlinks are a little bit less than yours, 1.1 versus 1.8 mil that you guys boast. Although their monthly visits are higher than yours by 1 million versus 947K. Their keywords are a little bit less than yours. Your 212K versus 179K. And but their outbound domains are a little bit less. So all good things there. Again, we see the clearing here. Clearing is a big deal with every university right now. So let's go to MDX, and I'm going to show a kind of an opportunity here that I think with conversions you could have employed, and I think in MTU, MDX is missing, Middlesex University. So 64 is their authority score compared to your 65, but they have 1 million backlinks, or they have compared to 1.8. So they're kind of catching up to you. They have 2K more in referring domains. Their keywords are a little bit less, 212 versus yours versus 125K. But here's the biggest thing I wanted to kind of show you guys. Let us create your personalized video prospectus. This is, I think, a wonderful conversion opportunity, and I think you guys should do something like this. I mean, I can go in and, okay, I got to accept the cookies, figure out what kind of, what would life be at Middlesex? And I feel like this is a lot different from the other guys too. I mean, they're, you have, a lot of slides, a lot of the events, the news, and this is very similar to your site, but there's no conversion here. It's just about clearing. And so you're automatically in the position of you want to marry the person instead of date them. Okay, like, oh, let's chat. Yeah, Kingston says that too. You guys kind of have that here as well, in your homepage. Hey, call us. Okay, well, what if I'm in this position here where I want to build a video prospectus? What about me? So I think there's definitely some conversion opportunities here that you may be missing. One other thing in regards to bloat, and that's the final criteria we're going to talk about today. There's just a lot of the same kind of menus here that you see with Kingston. Well, Kingston's a little bit bigger. That's probably why you guys are beating them. But very much the same. Study, international, research, business. I mean, it's like verbatim with NTU. And Middlesex, it definitely is guilty of having lots of bloaty menus, right? But, a lot of this could probably be trimmed away. What I would do is say undergraduate and postgraduate, personally. Just to see. I mean, if you put heat maps on this, and I'm always an advocate for heat maps because it shows where people are actually interacting, they probably go down to here. Oh, I'm an undergraduate. Okay, I want to read more. Right? Because a website is not just for current students. I mean, look, you're going to do alumni, student hub, right? Those are usually always in the right corner. They're always going to be present there to log in, right? But this needs to sell. What is University of Westminster about? Right now, I see cute cartoon characters. That's what I see. And you celebrate diversity and letting everybody in. That's not a good differentiator. And so I would encourage you guys, when you're thinking about the reframe, what makes Westminster excellent? What makes it that if you go to the UK, that is the university that you have to be part of? Because if you don't, you're going to be left in the dust, and your career is just going to go into a downward spiral. But in all seriousness, this has to be different enough that you are you're selling somebody on what makes you different. All right. Well, guys, thank you guys for your time, and as always, I'm gonna promote what we do at Story Collaborative. There's two really cool books that we offer at Story Collaborative. There is a website reframe book. Remember, I've been talking so much about reframe, and so it is what you absolutely must have for your website. It's a great read. I read it in a day, and I'm not just saying that because I copy edited it. But if you find a typo in there, you can come and shoot me if you need to. But I think it's a fabulous book. I would highly recommend it for anyone who is responsible for a website. And there's also So You Inherited a Website, the video guided manual to being a $$ website owner. And so I would highly recommend these resources. We'll have links in the description below. As always, thank you guys so much for your time, and I will see you next time.